Under the Canaan sun, Jacob's camp thrives with life, a hub of bustling activity. Joseph, radiant and youthful, parades in his vibrant, colorful coat, a clear sign of Jacob's distinct affection. His brothers watch, their eyes burning with envy, as Jacob openly displays his favoritism towards Joseph. The colorful coat stands as a stark symbol, igniting resentment and discord among the siblings. Tension thickens in the air, a silent storm brewing beneath the veneer of familial duty. In Joseph's dream, sheaves of golden grain stretch endlessly, each stalk bending in deep reverence. A central sheaf glows with an inner light, drawing the others into deeper submission. Above, the sun and moon hang as celestial witnesses, casting long, symbolic shadows across the dreamscape. 11 stars emerge, descending from the heavens to join the bowing sheaves, shimmering with an ethereal, profound symbolism. In the sun-drenched fields of Canaan, Joseph stands tall among his older brothers, youthful hope shining in his eyes. Joseph shares his dreams, his voice ringing with innocent enthusiasm, unaware of the storm brewing around him. "Do you think you will rule over us?" The brothers sneer, their faces twisted with envy and resentment. Their scowls darken, casting a shadow over Joseph's bright vision as their animosity grows. Jacob observes the unfolding drama, his heart torn between paternal affection and a gnawing unease. To himself, what could these dreams mean? Jacob wonders, his brow furrowed with a mixture of concern and curiosity. Under the vast sky of Dothan, a lone figure appears on the horizon. Joseph, arriving with purpose. From afar, his brothers watch, their expressions hardening with resentment as they recognize him. A shadow of animosity darkens their faces as they plot against him. Their voices laced with malice. They mutter, "Here comes the dreamer," their words sharp as daggers. Hatred contorts their features, the vast fields of Dothan bearing witness to their dark intentions. The brothers seize Joseph, ripping his coat away with brutal force. Joseph is thrown into the dark depths of the pit, his fate hanging precariously. Reuben watches with conflicted eyes, a silent battle raging within him as he plots a secret rescue. Mercy is absent from the faces of the other brothers, their expressions hardened by unwavering resolve. The empty pit becomes a stark stage for betrayal, echoing with the weight of silence and unspoken cruelty. Under the scorching sun, a caravan of Ishmaelite traders trudges wearily along the dusty trade route. Judah turns to his brothers, a calculating glint in his eyes as a treacherous plan takes shape. "Instead of killing him, why do not we sell Joseph?" Judah proposes, his voice a low, persuasive whisper. "That way, we will profit from him." Judah concludes, the lure of silver hanging heavy in the air. The brothers agree, their hearts hardening as they betray their own flesh and blood for a handful of coins. Joseph is taken away, a slave in chains, his anguished cries swallowed by the vast, indifferent desert. Before Jacob, the brothers stand with grim faces, Joseph's blood-soaked coat heavy in their hands. Jacob's hands tremble as he takes the coat, recognition dawning in his eyes. A wave of inconsolable grief washes over Jacob as he collapses, the blood-stained fabric clutched in his hands. His cries echo through the land, a father's heart broken by the apparent loss of his beloved son. Joseph stands in the opulent foyer of Potiphar's house, his eyes wide with a mix of awe and trepidation. He is sold to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, his heart resolute amidst uncertainty. Time flows, and Joseph quickly earns Potiphar's trust, his diligence shining through. He is soon made overseer of the household, his integrity guiding every task. The atmosphere shifts, a palpable sense of prosperity filling the house under Joseph's care. The Lord blesses Potiphar's house because of Joseph, and the household flourishes in abundance. Flickering candlelight casts long, dancing shadows across the walls of Potiphar's dimly lit house. Potiphar's wife, adorned in a sheer gown, leans in, her gaze intense with desire as she focuses on Joseph. Joseph stands his ground, his expression firm and unyielding against the seductive advance. He slowly retreats, maintaining his resolve in the face of temptation. His voice resonates with conviction as he declares, "How could I do this great wickedness and sin against God?" The candlelight flickers, emphasizing the gravity and moral tension of the moment. Sunlight streams through the bars, casting stark shadows across the cold stone floor as Joseph enters the prison, his face grim. A spark of defiance flickers in Joseph's eyes, his dignity unbowed despite the injustice of his false accusation. Weeks bleed into months, Joseph's quiet strength and integrity slowly earning the respect of his fellow prisoners. In the oppressive darkness of the prison, Joseph rises as a leader, a beacon of hope for those around him. Dim light struggles to penetrate the barred windows of the prison cell, casting long shadows. Joseph, young and earnest, listens intently, his brow furrowed as the chief cupbearer and chief baker recount their unsettling dreams. The faces of the cupbearer and baker are etched with worry, their hopes hanging on Joseph's interpretation. Joseph interprets their dreams with uncanny accuracy, his words painting vivid pictures of restoration and grim fate. The cupbearer is released, returning to his former glory, but Joseph's plea for remembrance fades into the prison walls. The cupbearer forgets Joseph, leaving him to languish in the dim, echoing silence of the prison. 2 years have drifted by in the grand halls of the Pharaoh's palace, where the weight of unsolved dreams casts a shadow over the throne. Pharaoh sits, brow furrowed, as the cupbearer recalls a forgotten name from the depths of the prison. Hope flickers in the cupbearer's eyes as he speaks of Joseph's uncanny ability to unlock the secrets of the sleeping mind. Intrigue sparks in Pharaoh's gaze, and a command echoes through the palace. "Bring Joseph before me." Sunlight floods the Pharaoh's palace, illuminating the hieroglyphs that guard ancient secrets. Joseph stands before the Pharaoh, his gaze unwavering as he prepares to interpret the royal dreams. The 7 healthy cows and the 7 full heads of grain represent 7 years of great abundance in Egypt, Joseph declares, his voice resonant in the vast chamber. His expression darkens as he continues. But the 7 gaunt cows and the 7 thin heads of grain foretell 7 years of severe famine that will follow. Joseph gestures emphatically, advising, "Therefore, I advise Pharaoh to appoint officials to collect and store 1/5 of the harvest during the years of plenty. This will ensure that Egypt has enough food to survive the famine and not be destroyed by it," he concludes, the weight of his prophecy hanging in the air. In the heart of the Pharaoh's palace, light streams through the towering windows, illuminating the scene. Pharaoh's face is etched with newfound respect as he gestures expansively towards Joseph. Joseph stands humble yet composed before the throne, awaiting his fate. Rich, shimmering robes are presented to Joseph, their colors vibrant in the sunlit hall. A heavy gold chain, a symbol of power, is placed around Joseph's neck. Pharaoh's booming voice echoes through the palace, declaring Joseph as second in command over all of Egypt. In famine-stricken Egypt, weathered men cautiously enter an opulent hall, their eyes wide with apprehension and hope. Driven by desperation, they bow before the imposing figure at the hall's head, unknowingly fulfilling the dreams of a past long gone. Joseph watches them, recognition flickering in his eyes, his face a mask, concealing years of pain and a carefully constructed test. The silence shatters as Joseph's voice trembles with emotion, tears welling as he reveals the truth. "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt.